Hi everybody, hope everybody's doing great today. Hope you've had a chance to get outside and hug a tree. If not, I encourage you to do so. So, I haven't done that yet today, so I will be doing that very shortly here. Get my daily tree hug fix here. So, we have pick a card today. We've got Malachite, group number 1. Rose Quartz, group number 2, and Organite Pyramid, group number 3. So go ahead and pause on that while the helicopter goes overhead and pick which one works best for you, and I'll go ahead and get started on group number 1. I'll put the timestamp in the comments below. Okay, we've got the ant, creative expression, feeling safe, chrysoprase, okay. Okay, well, we have the ant card, which spirit animal ant represents above all patience, especially with the medicine card deck, this medicine card deck. This is about you're a patient person. You've been very patient. It looks like maybe even with a creative project, and you are good at working like a collaboration. You're an excellent team player, but above all, I get the feeling that you've been patient for a very long time, almost silently working away and building this something incredible, pretty big, that's obviously a creative. So a lot of this has to do with success and creativity, so hopefully that resonates with you. But with this card in this position, this is definitely about expressing yourself on a creative level and being able to feel safe about doing it. And feeling safe about that means that you could probably move forward a little bit with, because you've been so patient. It looks like there's going to be some success because there's the citrine here and the Knight of Wands and the Star. So, and the chrysoprase, that's like a calming energy, but it's really about accepting and like a group, like a group collaboration type. Let's see here. Yeah, universal. So I get the feeling that there's a teamwork collaboration that's like some kind of project, a creative type project, music, art, maybe some drama, a play or something like that, a playwright or something, and that it's completely safe to keep pressing forward and moving forward with the project, because it's, I mean, it shows a lot of group activity. So this isn't a solo venture. There's nothing about this that makes me think that this is your own all by yourself. You definitely are a part of a magnificent team, and you're almost like a mastermind type team, and like everybody's gonna benefit from this. It's like a universal benefit, and it looks like you might be There's a little bit of worry and almost like you need some protection here, because the feeling safe card is also about being protected. And you have the black tourmaline here, so is kind of like just keep on guard for something that it's letting you know that you're protected, but it also looks like there might be a little bit of sabotage, or maybe one of these group players here with this ant and the chrysoprase. It's almost like someone's kind of not holding their own weight and is gonna kind of just protect yourself a little bit. Maybe there's some kind of like using you or something. So just keep an eye out for that. But I want to point this out, which is cool because I have citrine right here. Oh, I should grab I'm gonna grab my natural citrine real quick. That'll be fun to bring that in let's grab it over here. Here it is. Here it is. Oh my goodness, yes, this is, I just acquired this. I actually acquired this the day my dog passed. And I came across a jewelry maker, and he had some stones that he hadn't made into jewelry yet. And I saw this, and this is a raw citrine. So I really love it. It's really cool, isn't it? I've never seen anything quite like that. So we're gonna just put that here, bring in the citrine energy. I love citrine. If you don't have citrine, I strongly suggest I always say this, I know, but this is all about success. Although this card says abundance, and it is about abundance. It's one of the biggest abundance crystals there is, but I've always associated citrine with business success. So anytime I know somebody that starts a new business or something, I always get them a citrine crystal ball. And there's just something about, you'll see a lot of citrine balls in businesses because, excuse me, they're called spheres, not balls, but spheres. In businesses, because it promotes success. And so what's really cool about this is you've got success with all this creative expression, with this group collaboration. You're also protected from something, so it might even be like some legal matters that are holding your group back from moving forward. Regardless of what it is, you're completely safe in moving forward, and there actually isn't any worry. So just keep going, because you're completely, I mean, the fact is you're protected even down here. So it's like you have it all over in your spread here, that there's nothing to worry about. So just keep moving forward. And Knight of Wands, that's very exciting to get right in this, because this is even saying, okay, this is saying, wow, what an incredible thing you've created here, and you've been so successful, and you have success on the horizon, but hey, let's just keep going further, and let's just like shoot for the stars. Because look, he's facing towards the star card. It's like, let's just go for the gusto. This is, Knight of Wands is all about success and fearlessness, and being that almost with a little bit of overexcitement to rush in and perform, basically. So this is it's a very inspirational card, and it ties up the whole project and the whole group collaboration here, but it also lets you know that it's so successful that you have to keep going forward, that there's there really isn't any blockages here. There's no cards here that are saying, whoa, hold on, you got to do this first, you got to do that. It's like full bore, and it's going straight for the Star card. And the Six of Wands, same thing. Six of Wands is sit back, enjoy your success, look at what you've accomplished. This is all about you. It's all beautiful, it's all perfectly balanced. It's like this beautiful ribbon just going through these wands, and then you have the Star card, which anytime you get a major arcana as your last card, that's just, you know, icing on the cake. And with it being the Star card, it's very balanced. She's like got her earth energy about her, she's got her water energy, she's in this one particularly, she's, you know, grounded with both earth and water. And I mean, not everyone thinks of the Star card as, you know, the shining star. I always think of it as the star. It's like you were the star in your star role in your play, and now your cup is so full, you have to, like, it's overflowing. You have to like pour some out. You have so much success and so much wonderful things ahead of you due to your project here. It's like, this is a very positive reading. There really is, the only thing to really watch out for is what you might need to be protected from. It's nothing to worry about, but the fact that you have a couple of very high protection cards in there should be enough reassurance to just know that you're definitely safe in moving forward. You've got all the inspiration for moving forward. You've got all of the success cards, Citrine, Six of Wands. I mean, this is just really good for you. This is a great, I'm curious, like, if anybody wants to share what their project is. It's kind of cool. I kind of would like to see the whole thing unfold, because it looks like you're in a really good team atmosphere and have a good support system, but yet you're very independent within the team. It's like everybody has their own niche, and everybody is in the process of building the same empire. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's definitely on the creative side for that card to come up, and then to just have your safety here and everything is, it's almost like, hey, don't worry, we got you covered. We got you covered. You guys just keep going with this, because it's time for everyone to be the star of their show and everything. Excellent, excellent. Very, very excited for you. That's great. So we're going to go ahead and get moved on to group number 2. And hopefully everybody enjoyed the malachite, which I love malachite. It's part of the heart chakra. And now we're going to get going with number 2. Okay, with the rose quartz, chances are we're going to be looking at love here, but we'll find out. Got the squirrel, dreams coming true, sexuality, tiger's eye, move that citrine, rhodonite, lodestone, Two of Wands, King of Swords, and Ace of Swords. Okay, well, let's start with the squirrel. So the squirrel represents like preparing and being busy. Sometimes it can represent a little bit of scattered energy. Maybe like you're not quite sure, like a nervous, scattered type energy, but definitely um, the prepared for life and the most unlightening your load, basically just having exactly what you need when you need it for your present and your future. So looks like you're kind of maybe an organized person, but looks like there might be, right now you might need to unload some of that stuff and get a little more focused maybe on back to your plan of preparing. So the dreams come true. That's an excellent card to come up. It's pretty obvious what that means. But the fact that it comes up so at the very beginning like this is just saying, okay, you've done a lot of preparation. You've done a lot of work getting organized and getting ready and unloading, and now your dreams are coming true and everything's going to come true. And it's like all that work has paid off for your future. And then when we get this card, a lot of times it means that it needs some attention. So maybe there's a little bit of a, let's look at what we got here. We got the next two cards after this sexuality card are about patience. Both of them have, the first word on both of them is patience. So it kind of makes me think that it's important to be patient about something, maybe even like, and since it is rose quartz, maybe there's a love relationship and it's been kind of crazy and busy and doing all this stuff and your dreams are coming true, but there's some issues that almost maybe there's an overabundance of physical activity or something, or you want to have the physical activity, and it's just everything is telling you to be patient. Like the tiger's eye is about serious grounding, and so you can make a focused decision, and serious grounding, patience, and looking at things through very clear eyes. It's, that's what the tiger eye is. It's all about that clear, decisive action and being ready, and just, it says readiness, so that patience. So here we have the readiness and patience both in the squirrel and in the tiger's eye, and then with the rhodonite, it's all about patience and it's all about love. Rhodonite is about love and patience, and whether that be romantic love or a love you are going to be patient with somebody so much because you love them so much. So it's interesting that these are right here. To me, it really looks like you're wanting a lot of this physical activity to make, it's like it'll round out, it'll be perfect for your future, and it'll make your dream come true if you can just have this. But yet there's all this grounding energy, like the lodestone is all about grounding in earth elements. This is about grounding. It's almost like you're kind of like, oh, this is so wonderful, and you're just kind of almost like on a cloud type thing, which is interesting because Ace of Swords usually has a big cloud, and it's like you need to ground a little bit more with all of this excitement, because it can kind of, if you're not patient with it all, it basically, with the patience being right smack in the middle, you're being led and basically told you have to have patience, because that's the only way this is going to further benefit you. So in grounding is in between. So it's like love, patience, grounding, patience, grounding. So it's all, but it's like a preparation for something. It's like your next step. Like this has to, you have to be patient about your next step in your preparation for preparing for this. So, and then the Two of Wands. Two of Wands. And then the King of Swords. Two of Wands. I'm going to just go straight to the King of Swords because it feels like this is all about intellectual now. This is all about like being intellectual and coming to the decision of choice based on your grounding and having that grounding, and then being able, like, you've been up in this cloud type thing, and now it's time to have some grounding, because it looks like you might need to like consult some, like a professional, like a legal matter or a financial matter or something. Maybe this is more about a relationship coming to an end, and there needs to be some kind of healing, and maybe it's hard to end this relationship because of all this physical, and so you need to have some patience so you can like calm down enough to make a focused decision and action, and take that focused action. But up here it looks like there might be a need for maybe some advice, some legal advice, some financial advice or something like that. But then we get into this intellectual, just King of Swords, like, oh yeah, let's go charge for it because I'm smart and I've got it all figured out and I know exactly what to do and what action to take now. And it's like if the Ace of Swords is in the final position like this, it's like this is all, you've been patient, you've gotten your advice that you need, and now bam, the Ace of Swords says, here's your new horizon, here's your new the new energy that's coming in. So maybe in order for this dream to come true and this new energy, you're stagnant in the middle, caught up in this love, sex, patience type thing. And once that's all resolved, then you've got this new energy that is just gonna like explode. But it's gonna be difficult. This isn't like, woohoo, we're on the free, easy road path now. This is like, okay, this has all come about, and this is all because I've been so patient, and this is all, I've sought the advice that I needed to, and I've gotten my head together, and I'm looking at things from an intellectual point of view, and I'm grounded with all this earth energy. Now I can see this new energy coming in, but now there's a road ahead. So I think that's why there's so much decision making that's needed right here, because it's not going to be the easy road ahead, and so you have to decide if that's really the route you're going to want to take, even though it's wonderful new energy and it's fun and exciting and exhilarating. It's going to be very difficult, and so it's going to take some evaluation. I would suggest maybe grabbing some tiger's eye, some rhodonite. This is also known as magnetite. So if you have magnetite, it's a real heavy metal type rock mineral. And I mean, there's a lot of love and not so much passion as much as there's love and patience, and you know, it was with the rose quartz, so to me it makes it seem like this is more about a relationship. And there's you know, just a little bit of healing here. The fact that this card is kind of all, this one stands out more than the rest. Everything is kind of cohesive, and then there's this. So this is something that some of you might need to go deep within and look at some healing, or it could just mean that it's time to come down and ground yourself from the exciting part of this relationship. So with the squirrel, it's some of that energy can be erratic, even though the squirrel's very organized and is good at preparing for things. There's just some things that has a little bit of the energy about it that has a little bit of erraticness to it. So I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope that it resonated. Hit the like button if it does, and hope you subscribe to my channel, and thank you for joining, and peace out. Oh, wait, we have number 3 still. Sorry. I'm sorry, we still have number 3. My goodness gracious, what am I thinking? We've got the pyramid. Here we go. We've got, actually that's an amethyst pyramid. That's all amethyst, so that's love and success too. Organite there. Okay. Take that, and we'll get ready for group number 3 in the pyramid. Okay, what's going on for group number 3 here? Oh boy, we got the wild one. I'll explain that in a second. Detoxification, romantic partner, rhodonite. Again, we had rhodonite in group number 2. Carnelian, sunstone. I don't know why these are. Let me scoot these over a little bit. Death, 4 of Pentacles, and 2 of Swords. Okay, let's move this over a little bit. Whew. Have a lot of similar energy from the last one, but similar energy, but a different story here. So this deck, I've had this deck like probably, I don't know, 8 years or something like that. It comes with, I think like 4 or 5 blank ones. I only keep 1 blank one in the deck, and really it's originally you can write in your own animal if you have this animal, but I leave it blank, and the blank one to me represents wild. So it's basically, it is a wild card, but it represents wild, like a wildness. So to have wild and detoxification right next to each other, and romantic partner next to detoxification, it looks like there's been quite a very, very dramatic, wild, crazy, toxic relationship. I mean, it really does not get any more clear than this. There is something very toxic about what is going on here. And it could be you, it could be both of you, it could be one-sided, I don't know, but that this toxic relationship with wildness, it could even be your habits. You know, these habits, like really toxic behavior habits and wild and crazy habits, and could be affecting your romantic partner in some way, because I see like patience and love here. like rhodonite we had in the last one. That crystal is all about patience, but it's also about forgiveness. And let's see, healing. It's time to stand back and be honest. What is your role in the conflict? And are you willing to truly forgive? So it looks like you might not be taking full responsibility for the toxic end of it, and it might be a lot of blame, but there is a lot of love here. And this says creativity, but carnelian really is a lot about love and action and creativity and passion. It's and then when we've got the sunstone, this is all about bringing things to light. And because sunstone, it carries light within the stone. It carries a lot of light. So I almost feel like there's so much love here, and you want to forgive, and you want to be patient with this toxic relationship, which is very obvious. But you do have the Death card here. And so this really is about transformation. So if this relationship, chances are it needs to dissolve. And if you can see with this card, this is the White Sage Tarot cards, there's light at the end of the tunnel. And so what that means for you is that this can come to an end, and even with the forgiveness and the love and the light shining, because they're right next to each other, the radiant light and the light through the tunnel, either way it goes, whether you can forgive each other and have this complete forgiveness and love and create something new, or if you dissolve everything and just have this complete, I'm not dealing with this wild and crazy lifestyle anymore, then you're at least, it's coming to a conclusion, and you can have light at the end of the tunnel. It doesn't have to be like total despair. It can be that there's new beginnings, a new horizon with all this light right here. So it can be very positive, and you can have that forgiveness and that patience with yourself and with the relationship in itself, and still come out in a positive manner, even though this is just, this is really intense right here. This is like wildness, just like absolute crazy wildness and detoxifying and romantic partner. This is like serious passion, but in an unhealthy way. And so regardless, it's going to be either healed or concluded. There's no doubt about it. This card says there's new beginning with this light at the end of the tunnel, or it is absolutely completely over. So right here is where you're going to make your decision. This is all about making your decisions and coming into truth with your heart and root chakra. So with the Four of Pentacles, it looks like there might be a little bit of a need to find the balance or the security. You might be feeling very insecure, whether it be financially or emotionally, even spiritually. But this is gonna come about where there's gonna be some insecurity issues. So, which is very understandable. Look at all this. This is just like, and who knows how long this has been going on. So there's a lot of healing, and there's a lot of, detoxifying of everything, and changing and possibly even creating a new way, a new way of loving and a new way of forgiveness, and getting over some of that toxic behavior and issues. And then there's light. I mean, there's total light right here. You can see all the radiancy. So it's just a matter of all this being brought to light. What's so ironic about it is the Two of Swords in the Rider-Waite deck, which is, you know, one of the most universal tarot decks. She's blindfolded. So it's kind of like it's time to balance it out, because that's what this is about, balancing your security and stuff, the Four of Pentacles. But the Two of Swords is all about taking the blindfolds off everything and balancing it all. Like, just with it being in your conclusion position, it's time to take the blindfold off and take that blindfold off and balance. You have two swords. Make your decision, be clear, concise, and find that balance within, because you're gonna need this clarity and this light right here, due to all this craziness right here in this. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks like it was a pretty fun, good, crazy, wild time, but there's got to be some more with it, and that's where this love card, I mean, Carnelian is all about love and balance and patience, and then this is about patience, and we had Rhodonite in the last one, so there's an overall energy here of patience and love, which Amethyst, you know, you picked the Amethyst pyramid, and the Amethyst is all about love, you know. So maybe there's just a balance of the physicalness that needs to be taken here, but regardless, it's coming to an end, or there's a new transformation of this relationship, and something has to give with this toxic behavior. So don't be insecure about it. You need to find your security and be hopeful about your security, and that'll definitely happen when you take your blindfolds off and you have your serious balance and can tackle your situation with clarity. So, okay, well, thank you so much. Group number 3, Pyramid Amethyst. Sorry about almost cutting you off there and not getting you your reading. So, I mean, this is always fun to see this card. I always like seeing this card, but when it's with this one, you know, we got to really take a look at the behaviors of what's going on, and come at it from a point of patience, and be able to really see what we're doing to ourselves and in our relationship, and then the transformation will be beautiful. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe if you'd like to subscribe, and we will see you at the next reading, and peace out.